All right. Well, good morning, everybody.
You don't need your light?
Nah, I'll just go without it. It's fine. Oh, for one thing, I got the wrong camera. Oh, that's why it looks better. Well, we're going to use a laptop. For some reason, this one ain't working again. So, I'm so tired of this camera stuff. This is probably sketchy. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Change ports and see what happens. Now let's see if I can fix this. Settings. I want to see if I can fix my camera. Israel just sent a very clear message. It has the power to get deep inside the Islamic Republic. Now, this morning, a top Iranian official says that Iran has no plans to retaliate for that strike near Isfahan. It's home to Iran. Hey, I actually did it. All right. Let's see if it holds. There we go. Still, I mean, this stuff is just like foreign language to me. I hate dealing with all this camera. All this electronic mumbo jumbo, computers, and I'm so technical idiot that's not funny. So, anyways, forgive me, guys. Now I do need that light. Hold on a minute. I didn't do a show last week because I had some stuff I had to get done that morning. But I didn't even put out really anything about that I was not going to be on. There, maybe that's a little better. Now everybody can look at the glare off my glasses. Don't mean to do that to everybody. Okay, let's go back and say hi. I'm done fumbling with all this stuff. I should have did all this beforehand. Sorry, guys. All right. Avid said first. 10 Man stopped in, had to get to work. Keith, Lisa, Joshua, Mr. Tolley, Ernie, Norman. All right, welcome in, everybody. You guys know the deal. If you're a mod, share out. If you're not mod, looks like everybody in there is mods. Share your channel out, share me out. It's all about sharing on this one. All right. I think I'm starting to get some sinus stuff going now. I'm sure everything's going to affect me different having that heart attack. So I'm still a little weak, but I'm getting my breath back. I'm getting my strength back. So I do feel better. I mean, I guess that's a really good thing. So I go see the cardiologist today at 2:30. We'll see what he says. While I'm there, what's funny is in the same parking lot is there's a vegetable, garden vegetables. So like plants, already started for you. And there's a little tent or whatever out front in the same building complex area. Hey, David Smith, welcome in. Yeah, there's a vegetable thing right there in that area that's run by the used to be Mennonites and stuff, but it's still our local greenhouse here that does a lot. I mean, a lot. The greenhouse is as big as most Walmarts. So that gives you the idea of the size of that greenhouse. But anyways, we're going to go there and get our plants today for our garden. I was going to start my own this year, but my body decided it wanted to try to kill me with a heart attack. So it was my fault not taking care. I thought I was taking care of myself, and I just was, but I wasn't, because I wasn't going to the doctor and getting my blood done and make sure cholesterol was under control and stuff like that. So, but anyways, now we're back on track. I go to the doctor today to see the heart doctor, and I'm going to go back to the family doctor periodically and get my blood tested and all that kind of stuff. Make sure I take care of myself. Lost a little bit of weight again, but biggest thing is I'm eating, pretty much clean, not much cholesterol at all, not much salt. That's the two main things. But anyways, so the crappie are on in our area, and we've been doing pretty good. So if you've seen my Facebook post last week, me and Gregory caught a big old slab stringer of crappie. So today we're just goofing off, tying some stuff up. I got some jig heads left that uh, all this, I can't even remember what this color is called now. It's a weird name. I just call it violet. I mean, it's kind of a lavendery violet looking kind of, a creamy. I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, it's a lilac color to me, but it goes really good with gray. So, and everything eats shad. And this time of year, we're going to start having shad larvae. I said larvae. We have little baby shads running around eating the algae and stuff off the rocks. And them little baby shad gonna be about like that big, and then a week they'll be like that big. Shad grow really fast as babies. But anyways, there will be shad abundant and crappie pounding rocks. We caught some. That's too short. We caught some crappie on the rocks this last week. That's what those crappie was. Most of them was within 10 feet of bank. And I caught like 4 that was like a foot from bank and 8 inches of water, and you couldn't even see them come up. You just bouncing your jig. You could see your jig, and then all of a sudden you couldn't see your jig because it'd be in the fish's mouth. It was just funny that you could see the jig but not the fish. It just shows you how well camouflaged they are with their coloring. So, but today is windy and cold. Yesterday was windy and colder. So we're gonna be chasing crappie this week. Also did not get as much done on the pontoon boat as I wanted to. So the pontoon boat, I was trying to I bought a toolbox, like a truck toolbox that goes from bedside to bedside. And I'm going to put my batteries and stuff in that for my trolling motor. And I'm going to put my starter battery, my motor battery in there too, and just run long leads. So since I have to redo it all and replace all the wiring and everything, I might as well put them where I want right now. So they'll be all secure and locked up. No meth heads can steal my batteries then. And I'm going to have the box bolted down, and then I'm going to bend the bolts over. So the only way they're going to get it off is with a grinder. And good luck. I'm going to make it as difficult as possible, let me tell you. But it'll also be parked out there at the farm, so, it'll be protected from most of the idiots anyways. I wouldn't leave it outside unless I took, the trolling motor and the electronics off of it for sure. But then you get them dorks under there trying to cut the copper wire out from underneath it. All your electrical wires. And I just spent $200 just on the trolling motor kit to hook up the trolling motor with the fuse block and all that, all the goodies and stuff that goes with it, the quick disconnects, and I want it to look as clean as possible. I don't want to diminish the value of the boat. I know it really doesn't matter, but boats here have a pretty high value right now, and I mean, I'm not planning on reselling this one. I'll probably keep this one as long as it'll float, which will probably be longer than I'll be alive. Now, I'll upgrade it with motor and all that. Oh, hey, Stuart. Good morning to you. Ernie, good morning. But yeah, I will be I'll be getting the boat done real soon. I mean, the only thing I got left to do is trolling motor and hook up the batteries and the charger and that kind of stuff. Because I also got a slow charger, a dual bank charger, so I can charge both batteries at the same time. Can't find the end. There's the end. So yeah, the other day, me and Gregory went out to the park here, and man, I'm tell you what, I hung into something that was huge, and I seen it for a minute. It's a big old flathead that somebody had put in the 2-acre pond in the park, which is fine. There's so many crappie and shad in there, he ain't gonna eat it clean. Trust me. And when I can go down there and catch 150 crappie in a couple hours, and they're all this big. They ain't that them flathead need to be in there. Nobody fishes that park really. Me and Gregory have been down there fishing all week, like every other day, all week long, and we've seen like 4 people fish the pond, and 3 of them were kids. But I talked to a friend of mine, and he, he's an acquaintance of mine. He's more of an acquaintance, but he knows who I am, and I know who he is, and we say hi to each other and talk to each other. We know what we both do for a living, that kind of thing. So that's about how much we are friends. But he told me that he's like, yeah, he's like, what you think is in there because here's a picture of it, and then he showed me a picture of the fish that was in the pond. He caught it and then released it last year. So there's a 35-40 pound flathead in that pond, and I'm going to catch it. And then I'm going to take a picture with it, and then I'm going to let it go right back in the pond. But also, that's the same pond that I caught that little flathead that, you know, however big it was, I don't even remember now. But that I don't think we waited. I think we just guessed on a weight. But anyways, I caught a little flathead on a ugly dog crankbait, which I love them. Ugly Dog makes some good cranks. So I just ordered 3 grasshoppers from him. So got them for Gregory. He's not here right now, so he won't hear. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Was supposed to rain and clear up. Yeah, it's not supposed to rain here. It's just supposed to be cool. It's not supposed to rain today, right?
No.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be cooler. I still think it's supposed to be like 60 degrees. I didn't even look. What's the temps today, Naomi?
Must be like
So see if you get
64.
64 today. So if you get a crinkled one like this, if you take it and gently tug it just a little bit, you can usually get that. You may have to do it a few times, but see there, you can get that crink out of there. I mean, I know that's being nitpicky because of just, you know, that ain't even a penny's worth of material, but you do that a couple hundred times, it'll add up eventually. So, any fan. How you doing, Bob? All right, so We got we're gonna go fishing tomorrow, I believe, or I'm hoping anyway. Probably go fishing this afternoon after supper. That's kind of what I was thinking. We'll see. I got a doctor's appointment in Wichita today. Like I said, I'll probably be tired from going there. I hate driving in Wichita. People are idiots, but all right. Oh, that's me. I got 6 of those now, so I'm good with that color. Let's try something different so y'all ain't just sitting here staring at the same thing like always. Ah! I didn't wind that one up very much. Is that the right one? Oh, that wasn't even the right thread. No wonder. I don't know why you're all unwound. But then we went to my pond the other day and caught some really big, well, not really big, but caught some big bass, some 4-pounders and stuff. Hey Tim, Fresno, Lisa, Chris, Stewart, 5 months today in the Jellicoe Bob's channel. Hope it's a members only giveaway tonight. I guess it would help if I put that jig up there. So I got this little dude right here, and see, look, he's got a cone head because I got a little too much powder on there. But there ain't nothing wrong with that little cone head, and I'll put this in my box because I'll use it. I don't care. I got another one laying there too that's just straight green. Every once in a while, yeah, I just put a little bit too much powder on them, and they. What color? I want to do this color. I'm going to try to do better keeping up with chat, but I'm not going to promise nothing. You guys know how I am. I get busy doing my thing and just talking and not looking up. Well, I wanted one feather off there and it gave me 20. I'm going to do that one and this one. Is kind of funny looking. All right, so we get that on there. But like I was saying, I caught 7 bass. My son Timothy caught like 6 or 7 bass. Gregory caught quite a few bluegill and some a couple crappie, I believe. And we did pretty good. And that was out at our farm pond, which it surprised me that we had that many big bass in there. But we've been putting a lot of fathead shiners in there the last few years, and then or fathead minnows. I said shiners, sorry. Fathead minnows. We've been putting a few of them in there last couple years, and then we also, with all the structure that we stuck in the last 4 years, we've got an abundance of little 1-inch and 2-inch bluegill, which is they're real easy to catch right there off the dock because they're just loaded up in that structure, like I said, and up underneath the dock. So I'll just take a little fly, like a size 16 to 20. I think the fly I was using the other day was a 20. So we'll take that and use them to just kind of jig right there by the dock. And they come right up and peck it. They're so young, they've had no experience on biting stuff, so they'll come up and just smack it pretty easy. And then you got you a little 1-inch, 2-inch bluegill that in that pond you catch crappie and and bass and the little catfish off of them pretty easily. Even the crappie, like I said, the crappie will eat the bluegill, especially if they're little miniatures. So this chenille's got a little bit of color in it to go with that color in that head. I went out to let's see. Yeah, I can go back up here. Here you go. I went out Tuesday. Dave's Jigs caught 15 nice crappie in about 45 minutes. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you, Tim. They're good jigs. That's why I keep using them. Here you go. Did you keep the bluegill for catfish bait? Yeah, we have channel cat in our pond, so that's what we were using them to fish for. In Kansas, you can't take bluegill or you can't take bait out of your pond and use it in public waters. And then you can't go from one public water to the other public water. So it's illegal to do that. And it's all has to do with the white perch and stuff that Fish and Game themselves stocked accidentally back in the 80s, mid 80s. So it's just kind of a can't do it. A lot of people still do, but I mean, I think that you can take them home and freeze them and then, take them back out and use them. But it's so easy. Every waterway we have here, it's so easy to catch bait. It's not funny. So there's no problem getting bait. I mean, we have so many white perch in our waters here. You just catch some white perch and cut them in half and throw them back out, and you'll nail them. It's going to be freezing out where Jeff's at tomorrow night. They said it might freeze here, but hey, Monty, welcome in, bud. Yeah, well, they said it might freeze here, but then that was 2 days ago, and now they've changed it. Now it's going to only be like 40, so for the low, 37, something like that. In my area, it depends on which weather you look at. So it's pretty cool out now. It's only 40 something, and it feels like high 30s. So there you go. This camera don't pick up too well, but and that little cone head ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Matter of fact, like I said, I got another one right here. See, this one's this looked like a cartoon where somebody banged somebody on the head and then it grew a knot. Monty saying good morning to everybody. Everybody's saying good morning back. I appreciate all y'all coming in. I know I'm not quite myself yet. I mean, I'm trying to be all exciting and vibrant like I used to be, but I just feel like tired. I mean, I'm not so bad as I was. Like I said, I've got most of my strength back. I've got my breath back. Some days you're just tired. That's all there is to it. You're just tired. It's not nothing bad. You're just tired. And I did a lot yesterday. I mean, mostly sit around the house, but getting up and doing things around the house and all that, it all adds up. I want more fluff on that. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I didn't get the batteries done, the battery stuff done and installed the other day because it was just by the time we got outside and everything, it was like 40-mile-an-hour winds and the temperature really dropped. If the temperature would have stayed, it would have been all right. But we could have dealt with it. But the temperature went from 70 to like 50 in an hour. I was like, nope, I ain't having that. So I just didn't go do it. Rowdy. So, but we'll get it done this weekend. It just means I may not be able to go out Tuesday like I wanted to. It may be Friday. But I'm gonna get that boat out this week. You watch. Even if it just got the dang trolling motor pushing me around, I'll have fully charged batteries, so I'll be able to go quite a ways. I'm just chasing crappie, so it's not like I need anything. I probably won't even fire the big motor up, except for to see if it runs. I may run it a little bit to get out there, get it up to temp or whatever. But the deal is our lakes are so small. It's not like you guys out there. You guys are like traveling 20, 30 miles downriver and all that kind of thing. Here, you get in any waterway here with a boat, you're going to go 5, maybe 7 miles from one end to the other. That's it. You ain't going to go no further than that. Most of our reservoirs are like 5 to 7 miles long, and a lot of them are like 3. So back when I had my boat and my trolling motor, we'd leave off out of the little marina bay, whatever you want to call it. We'd where the boat dock and boat ramp was at. We'd leave out of there with the trolling motor. We would just troll all the way down the dam and then all the way back because the boat ramp is literally 150 yards from the dam. I mean, back when we had our stuff, back when I was walking, so 13, 14, 15 years ago, we would we'd just troll up and down the dam. Here you go. 90% blockage in my Widowmaker artery a few months ago, Dave. They put in stents and 100%. God is good. Yes, sir. I got 2 stents myself. And there's Matt. Want to be outdoors? How you doing, sir? I didn't see him come in. But yeah, I got 2 stents too. I'm just gonna take it day by day, like I'm supposed to. I keep waking up, so I'm good. Just Monty, you know what I mean. You just get tired easy. And then I didn't realize as many people had heart problems as what has had heart problems. I mean, there's a lot of us in here that's had heart attacks or heart problems. I guess that we all got one thing to be grateful for: modern science. Modern medicine saved us all, I'm sure. This has been 100 years ago. There'd have been a lot of us dead, but also maybe that's why the uh, average age of death was so low. I just had this thread on and this color on, so I'm just going to tie up some. Sometimes I just sit here and use up what I got left in the box as far as heads and just tie some different stuff and try different lengths of tails. See, like that's a little longer tail than what I normally use, but it's a bigger hook. So what I basically, if you look and you take and go from the end of the tail to the end of the J, if you take that and you do it here, it's like one third to the body, 1/3 to the end, 1/3 to the tail. So the tail basically makes up 2/3 if you from behind the head back. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And like I said, sometimes I just tie up some goofy stuff and just like I got a pile of chenille sitting here, a pile of flash, a pile of feathers, because I've been tying a bunch of jigs and stuff, trying to get some stuff built up. But today I'm using some of this stuff to make some jigs for myself. So, and they're all messed up heads and stuff like that. So I sell them to myself for the discount. But you never know. I may take this jig out and be the only one I got, and I may take that thing out, and it may just slay the crappie all day long, and then I'll lose it, and then be mad I didn't have more. Sampy, Coastal, Ugly Dog. Ugly Dog. Like I said earlier, guys, if you want some cranks and stuff like that, Ugly Dog is your man. I know there's a few other guys in here that do it too, but I keep buying Ugly Dog stuff. I haven't bought for a while because of CatCon and trying to recover from everything going out that way and what have you. Got to get busy. Have a blessed day, everybody. See ya. That's Monty saying goodbye. You got to get to work. Be blessed, sir. Have a great day. Here you go. Electric Chicken was the color that did all the work in my next video. Right on. That's kind of what that color was. They call it Atomic Chicken, but Electric Chicken's pretty much the same thing as Atomic Chicken. Wendy Jane, Randall. But yeah, like I said earlier, I ordered some grasshoppers from Ugly Dog. So when those get in, we're gonna go. Gregory, I'm getting one, and Gregory's getting two, and we're gonna go and see. I asked Gregory what colors he wanted when I got the pictures. So, but then Ugly Dogs is the only crankbait that I've caught a flathead off of in 10 years. So that's a great plus in my books, man. Now, let me tell you, I'm a real big fan of Ugly Dogs cranks. But like I said before, guys, we got to support our local fellas that we, well, gals too. If you got a product that you sell and just do the best you can, and it'll come, with that territory. See, it's just like that. Like there's a lot of guys that would use that feather. There ain't no way I'm using that feather. Once I realized that the end was tattered, it's all about quality. You got to make quality, and I wouldn't say go buy Ugly Dog stuff if I wasn't happy with it. See, it's like that feather again is too wonky. Some of these feathers, like this pack, was not very good. Like there's a quilled feather there. There's another junk one. Probably end up throwing half of these away. Man, they are all bad. There's a good one finally. I'm just picky, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to tie crap. So whoops. That's all there is to it. I just don't want to tie stuff that looks like crap. Okay. See if I can find another good one on there. Oh, did I miss somebody? Yeah, I'm checking checking chat. Make sure. I know I missed somebody. That's what I kept thinking. Lance, how are you doing? I think that's who I met. It may have been not. I thought I can't even speak. I may have thought it was up further. Any fish don't. Oh, see now chat's gonna go too fast. I can't keep up. Oh, right on. Here. He said this. I sent Gregory some cranks also. Right on. Well, he's not here, so he won't see that. So that's awesome. Thank you, sir. Here you go. All fish don't care. Right on, Matt. I appreciate you. I'm still working on some rubber ones for you, but I've got so much going on. I tie a few and then I set them aside, and I can't. My brain isn't working right now. Colorado, get hooked on Colorado J. I missed you too, and that's probably who I was thinking I missed. All right, cut back up with Chad, I guess. That's the whole thing when you're tying jigs. You're not. I mean, y'all, making lures on the live is whether it's tying jigs, painting, cranks like Ugly Dog and them do. Doing all that stuff is just hard to concentrate, and then chat goes by so fast because so many of you wonderful people are in here just talking away, which is great. Right on. Thanks, Matt. I'm working on it. The biggest thing is I'll work on it, and then I'll go do something, and then the next day will happen, then I'll forget for a while, and then be like, oh crap, and then I'll start doing something again, and then okay. So I got this beautiful purple right here. Um, Kind of looks blue on camera, but it's not. And this is a blue. This is a purple tail, not a blue tail. So we're gonna pink head this. I mean, pink head with purples and greens, and I mean, pink head with just about any color works really well. It looks a little funny with blue, but it still kind of works if you use the right color blue. And then, like I said, these are for me, so I didn't care if that thread's on there. You're not going to really see it anyways. I don't like tying my jigs where you can see the thread, but sometimes you do. That one you don't. Right there is where you see it. Just a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And you can fluff that chenille enough forward on that, you can hide it just a little bit. Now, let's tie up some white-headed ones. You got a white head. Oh. I appreciate all y'all coming in. I mean, like I said, I'm a little somber. I'm just not as cheerfully as I normally am. I'm trying to be, but got to be calm these days. Don't want to get too excited and blow up. Let's do this. We was just talking about blue, and blue and white goes good together. So we're going to do kind of most people like to do like the dark head, dark body, light tail. Sometimes it works if you do the opposite and hit light head, light body, dark tail. So we'll throw a couple feathers on this. These feathers aren't very long, which I don't like because, I mean, sometimes they just stick out too far, which, you just waste enough of the feather that you just. But, oh, you know what? I should have changed that thread. Well, this is a good example. I'm going to go. This will probably show up too much. So what you do is you just tie off your feathers and you change your thread real quick. Whip off a knot, give it a clip, pop that one out, find the white. Ah! Pulled it out of my hand just about. Okay. Get in there. Yeah, so today I got to go to the heart doctor and go to Wichita and get our plants and stuff like that. But tomorrow and I'm going to go out and work on my boat. And then after I'm done working on the boat for a little bit, we'll go over to the pond and do some fishing again. This time we'll go after crappie. Last time I didn't even try for crappie. I just hit the bass. Get a little toothbrush. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the fish. I mean, that's more not seeing the thread is more for people's eyes. The fish don't really care. If the fish cared, then all these people that are tying jigs to where you can see the thread wouldn't catch any fish. But you can tie some ugly jigs and catch fish. Fish are dumb. They're not down there hitting the most perfect looking thing. They want the things that look odd and different and easy to chase. And that's why if you're well, here's another good example of fishing. So if you cast out with just a jig and no bobber and you're slowly retrieving it, don't just sit there and slowly reel it. Just kind of pop it a few, let it sink down and then pop it up a few times and then just kind of reel, stop, do all that weird stuff, make that jig do all that kind of stuff in the water, pop, 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 then settle. That's what you want your jig to do. If you do a slow, steady retrieve, you might catch a fish here and there, but or if your bobber's just sitting out there and you're letting the waves do, make your jig go up and down and do its thing. So your jig's just sitting there going like this and you get a strike, but all it does is just bump your bobber. Well, bump your bobber back. And because he went up and took a taste, and to see the reaction of is that thing an inanimate object or is it alive? And usually if you pull, just give your rod a little twitch and make your bobber move 6-8 inches, he might go, oh, it's something to eat and get it, or or that thing's getting away, and just hit it, just strike it again, and then you can, don't like rip it like a bass, but lift, for crappie. So with mine, I usually do a little twitch like this. So if I miss the strike, at least I'm not pulling the bobber 4 feet away. So I'll just like, twitch and if I feel the fish, I continue and then, lay into it a little bit more. So um or if my bobber's just gone and my bobber's just gone, I just start reeling because these hooks are so sharp. You don't even just start reeling. You don't have to really set the hook. And once you feel the fish, then you can give it a little extra pull. But I've been bottom bouncing a lot of jigs and lately, especially like the 1/32. The 1/32 just fall so nice, just slow. And I've been letting it go all the way to the bottom and then popping it up a few times off the bottom. And they've been hitting it off the bottom, which for crappie it's a little weird, but they do that. They may be just sitting down there really tight to the bottom, and you just need to pop it up a few inches above them to get them to come and grab it. So okay, but I mean, crappie fishing. Just I love using a bobber, or I love jigging because I want to feel that thump. If I'm jigging, especially if I'm on a dock or off the kayak or a boat, you're sitting there jigging, just to feel that thump and lift and feel the fish. That's the whole thing. That's why everybody says feel the thump, or the tug is the drug. And it is. It gets you exciting. And I like bobber fishing too because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, if you see that bobber go down, you may be like, oh, hey Tom, welcome in. I didn't see you, bud. Sorry. But you feel that tug, you know, and it just gives you all that good stuff. And I don't care if it's I mean, I get just excited on a 10-inch bluegill as I do a 30-pound catfish, which I haven't caught one of them in 15 years. So, I mean, I've laid into a few, just like this week. I laid into that flathead down there at the park. And, when that fish's head, I'll get in the camera here, when that fish's head's this wide, and then you tell your buddy about it or your friend about it, and then he's like, oh, yeah, I caught da da da. And you're like, oh, yeah. So now you get to see the whole fish, but just in a picture. So he's got my hook in his mouth. So, I mean, it broke, but that's my fault, not, so I, I was using older, that line's probably been on that rod for a year, but I changed it all, and now I put a better line on there. I just trying to decide what I want to tie next. I think we'll just stay with a white head. I'm just tying different things just to appease my brain and make the show a little different, tying different stuff instead of the same thing everywhere. Whoops. Caught my channel cat jig fishing crappie in the brush piles. Yep, I do that all the time. Catch, especially small channel cat. Yeah, I'll catch. Hey, Avid. Um, now I get ignored. Well, I said hi to you at the very beginning of the show, but you probably, I don't know if you were in here at that time or not. If you're talking about me ignoring you. But Avid, he got some really good jigs. He got some gray ones just like this right here, but they had his Bigfoot blood head color. Hopefully, it was okay to tell everybody what jigs you got, Avid. I don't want to give away none of Avid's secrets. And I guess it's not a secret no more. Yeah, I like. I've been trying to talk Gregory into getting the kayaks back out, and he just not having it. But guess what? My son Tim, he's like, oh yeah, Tim's got his kayak out at the farm, so he's like, sure. So if Gregory can sit on bank, me and Timmy go out on the kayak. But I also really want to get the boat done because I want to go fish Cheney. Right now, the crappie are on fire at Cheney Reservoir. I'm talking they're catching 3-pounders consistently. So the drought the last couple years has just really concentrated the shad and stuff. Just because we've had such algae blooms, and we all know that shad are filter feeders and eat moss and all that kind of stuff, and they do suck some of the algae out of the water, but mostly they'll peck moss right off the rocks. But there's such an amount of shad out there, along with the white perch and everything for them things to eat. Them crappie, the average crappie out at Cheney is just huge, and I want to go get some, but I need my boat. I did. Let's go with the gray body and the white head. But yeah, so I'm hoping Tuesday I'll have the boat done to where we can take it out. But if not, it'll be Friday when we go out, just because of time constraints with Rex and everything. Today I have a doctor's appointment, or would be going crappie fishing today at the lease. But this doctor's appointment, this is kind of the day they gave me, so I gotta get it done. I hate going to doctors, but hopefully I'll go in there and he'll be like, "Yep, stay on this medicine. We'll see you in a year," and then that'll be it. The stupid rat poisoning they give me. Y'all know.
Going in there to say you're dying.
I know it's better than dying, but they're like, "Don't double take this. You won't like it." All right, let's go to a smaller head now. Same, you just stay in the pink. I just kind of have these, like I said, these are all ones that just have a little bit of defects in them. So, they're not quite perfect. And so, therefore, they didn't make the cut in the trash. And instead of throwing them away, I discounted them to a penny to myself. Trying to find my. I know I had some. There is some right there. I had some pink red. Ooh, how did my TV get turned? Oh, y'all was watching. Sorry. Didn't mean to make y'all watch the news for a minute. Getting in that bag, I made it turn. Hopefully they don't could get mad at me, but that channel that we're watching actually they encourage you to take pictures and stuff of them in a business setting, and we're on double hook. And so I'm at work right now, if you want to call it. They're like, if you see us at at a job place, yeah, that was not meant. That was an accident. So. Okay. Throw some pink in there. I don't usually put flash on marabou, but sometimes I do. And for some reason, I've been doing it quite a bit. I mean, it does inhibit the flow of the marabou sometimes, but especially the stiffer flash, because this is like a cheaper flash. Now, what do? Ah! Are the dogs in or out?
In.
They're being awful quiet. I dropped that on the floor and then it triggered my brain. Hey, where's the dogs?
Yeah, they're all asleep except one.
They're all sleeping. Ain't that nice?
And that's Rosie.
Rosie's
Here.
laying there staring out the window, waiting for Gregory. We're babysitting my son's dogs again. Ah! I should have changed that thread probably, but once again, I really don't care. I'm just all tangled up right there. I don't know what was going on. All right. Going to listen while catching bait. Avid, are you using the jigs that I give you to catch bait? Or tied you? Shouldn't say gave you because you paid for them. Oh, I hear Gregory coming. He stomps his feet when he gets close to the house. You can hear him coming across the street or up the driveway. He does it to get Rosie going. He knows she's in there. And typical Chihuahua Terrier mix is what that little rat is my wife got. Gregory's home. What you got, Gregory? He's over there messing with the dogs. He got some stuff from the thrift store. I'm sure he'll come show it. Show and tell time. Yep. Hey, Catfish Dog is in here, and he just said show and tell time. You look like you scored pretty good today. Okay, well, stand over here a little bit. I already accidentally showed TV earlier, so just come over here and stand beside me. All right, Gregory, show and tell time. Yeah, I know. I dropped it earlier. You can pick it up in a minute. Okay, show them what you got, Gregory. You go open it. Can you open it? Or is it too much with all the other stuff in your hand? There you go. All the storage for all your cars. It got storage in the lid too. Yeah, storage in the lid too. Oh, it just comes unsnapped. All right. What else did you get?
Oh,
Show
my
them.
God.
Get it up there.
He hit the motherboard. Look.
Here, I'm trying to stay out of it, and I'm showing me, not you. Look at all their comments. Look, Stuart says, "What's going on? Gregory needs to have a Gregory corner as he goes shopping." I've tried to get him to take a camera and strap a camera to him and at least, record him fishing and stuff. He won't even do that. Yep, there's the star of the show. He's the star of the channel.
Thank you for getting the medicine.
It is all about Gregory. So that's what this show was. The whole thing was started, basically kind of to do the jigs and stuff like that. But then it just, once Gregory really started to want to go fishing, and that didn't really happen until just a few years ago. I mean, he did before, but like really wanted to go now. So, and then we got more involved in getting fishing stuff and I wanted to do a reverse of the other one. He started to want to go fishing more basically. So we got more involved and he got to where he could fish better and would then became the crappie kid basically. And now he's got nice enough gear and stuff. It all adds up. So, I mean, don't just go buy your kids a bunch of crappy gear. Buy something at least halfway decent, an ugly stick or something like that. Don't go get them little Zepcos. They have their place, but and I do give them to little bitty kids. But once the kids get a little older, 12, 14, whatever, go get them something. But you guys got to also realize that Gregory is right now, he's probably more like about 10, maybe 12. He is starting to open up more and more, which, he's talking on some of your guys' lives and stuff like that now, which he is just, I mean, I'm so happy and proud that he's doing that as a dad, with an adult autistic child. You wonder if they're ever going to speak to people. And with him just doing that on your guys' show, that makes me happy and makes us proud of him. So and if he ever is ornery on there, y'all, it's not meant. If he says something maybe wrong or something like that, you guys are going to have to understand he's probably not meaning with the way it's being taken. So, and he stays up way later than us. So, like I said, he's on your guys' lives after we go to bed. So we've had the whole talk to him about being respectful and all that, but Gregory usually is. So he might tease, and that's what I'm saying. Hopefully it doesn't get taken wrong with somebody. I'm sure there's plenty of y'all that would say, hey, he didn't mean it that way, type thing or something. I haven't heard nothing from anybody yet, but I just, as a dad, that's one thing that's always in my mind. But it's also because we have Matthew, and Matthew will say anything about anything. One of Matthew, if he sees a big woman at the store, he will proceed to try to tell them how to diet and all this other kind of stuff, which is just hilarious. But he has autism and Asperger's and no filter. So, but that's Matthew. Or if he sees a pregnant woman, he'll proceed to tell her how it got in there, which inappropriate. But that's him. Hey, Becca, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. I lost my thread. All right. Let's tie. I like that color. Let's tie another one of those. Did I show that? Sometimes I just set them aside and don't even show them. That color is a good color, and do that one again. Oh, that one's got a really busted. Well, I'm gonna bust a head on the rocks anyways. This one's got a. I don't know how well that'll show. But anyways, this one's got a chipped head. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it because and it's going to get a chipped head as soon as I bang it on the rock, anyways, or as soon as that fish bangs it up against the rock, because I'm going to be jigging with these right next to the rock. So I got. We're going to try to go out tomorrow morning, is my plan, but I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I really want to finish that boat tomorrow, and the weather's supposed to be nice enough in the afternoon. The morning's still going to be kind of cool, though. So I'd like to go fishing in the morning and then go work on the boat in the afternoon and get that done. Hey, Terry B, welcome in. He comments on my shorts and is always respectful. He's truly an amazing person. Right on. Yeah, Gregory's a good kid. I just, like I said, sometimes, sometimes he says something and I go, "What'd you say?" And then he rethinks and goes, "Oh, no, yeah." So, it just things like that. I'm a dad. I'm getting, I'm concerned. That's all there is to it. But like I said, y'all got to, just remember that he's still a young man in his head, and scold him if you need to. He takes a good yelling, don't you, Gregory? No, I don't usually have to yell at Gregory except for when he does sometimes get pretty ornery. He'll tell me, "No, I'm not going to do that." And I'll be like, "Yes, you are." "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." Dude, Tom's like, here you go. Tom's like, "David caught a couple crappie with the jigs you made me. I caught a 55-pound blue cat using the crappie. Right on. If you ain't going to eat it, that's the best. And the next best thing, the next best good thing you can do to that crappie is use it for bait. I use them all the time. Got to get busy here. Want to say howdy. Well, Terry B, welcome and thank you, and see you later, bud." So I go down to the park and we catch a lot of 3 to 8 inch crappie. So I will take a small 3, 4, 5 inch crappie and I'll throw it on. As long as you legally catch it, and and in the pond there's no size limit for crappie, and you can catch 50. So as long as it counts as you're counting that piece of bait that you just used as one of your 50 that you can keep in the day, they don't care. You rarely scold anybody, but you do get scolded, Miss Becca. Yes, I can see that. Now I want to do. I know I have some. There it is. Trying not to turn my camera and make y'all watch some conservative news channel. Things happen. Sometimes you guys see stuff online that you weren't meant to. All right. This one's got a little goofy bald head too. I think that's why these were all set aside, is because they were mess ups. I had like 4 or 5 pinks set there and green set there, and these were the ones I did one night when I was out, just shortly after my heart attack. And for some reason, I kept dropping them on the tray so the heads would touch the tray. And then I thought, with putting them under the heat, they'd straighten back out. And then a couple of them got really big. Like I think this one had a really big cone head that I just busted off. But the fish this time of year, they're not gonna care, so I'm gonna use it. So we got that chartreuse head with a white tail. Let's still go ahead and still put a green flash in it. This lime green color, chartreuse color. What I'm doing is I'm folding it into 4, so I have 4 strands. That way I run 4 strands down one side of the jig. Then I take those and then go over to the other side, and you got to kind of wrap them as you go. And then that way you get 4 strands down each side. Those were a little bit high, which then you can just grab the strands and pull them off to the side a little bit like that before you finish tying the jig in. No, I got 2 pinks. Let's see. Let's do this one in a darker green. This an actual chartreuse. We'll do that light chartreuse head, and then the white tail, but a chartreuse body. So it just gives it. And we're using this right here is that woolly booger chenille. So I need about 500 of them chartreuse tails with red heads. I love those.
Come and get it.
Miss Becca, I'll send you some, Miss Becca. I'll tie you up some, but I don't want to tie 500 of them. Can you imagine tying 500 jigs of one color? M&T Living and Cooking, welcome in. Appreciate you. Fish Head, whoever else I missed, because I probably did. Yeah, Miss Becca is she's very sweet, but she's kind of ornery. See, that's a good one there. Now let's see, what else color should we do? Let's do white tail again, but let's go with the dark body. And since this is our chartreuse head, yeah, there's enough of a bait keeper still in there. Since this is a chartreuse head, I'm just going to use chartreuse thread. Kelly, how you doing, bud? I don't remember if I said hi to you or not. I know I did earlier on Buggy Show. It's hard to remember who I said hi to and who I didn't say hi to. Where did that dark one go? There it is. I'm going to stay with this smaller chenille just because it keeps a tighter wrapped body on the jig. I need some flash though. I'm going to put a piece of flash on this. We'll get some, since it's a white tail, I'll do silver. And just do 2 strands on each side. The silver reflects quite a bit. Trim that one. See, and it's always nice to have that center dark section sometimes. Works really well. It's always nice to have a few of them in your box for sure. Miss Becca saying no animal or to do things. Fish head said so happy it's Friday. Uh, why does it keep? There it goes. Went and got pepper plants. Denise, we are going this afternoon. Not catching any fish is still way better than King older into the computer at work. Miss Becca, all those little pygmies. Got a total of 14. Well, I'm going to get like 36 pepper plants as far as like not hot, and then I'm going to get like 12 hots. So I'm going to get some jalapenos and some, probably get Anaheims. I like Anaheim chilies. Just, big green chilies. So, but we'd go just a little bit longer here. Mom was cooking breakfast for everybody except for me because I already ate my breakfast. I ate my 3 eggs this morning. I will eat 3 scrambled eggs every morning from now on. It's the only thing I can really eat. High protein and you think eggs have high cholesterol because of the stupid commercials in the 90s, but they don't. There's enough lecithin in there. It kills out, it counteracts the cholesterol. So it's actually healthy to eat eggs, which is funny. They wish they'd all make up their mind, but we know the government's full of crap anyway. So, yeah, Keith, yeah, I appreciate you dropping everybody's links. Who everybody and Stuart and everybody else that dropped links for everybody. Some of you ain't like, here we can fix some of this. I can see that some of y'all are not mods. Yeah. I got it. I had to remember how to get in there. Hold on just a minute. I had to remember how to get in there. Miss Becca, I've known you for years, so I'm gonna make a couple of you mods. I may miss a few people, but Miss Becca, I've known you for years. All right, so there's a couple of you as mods now. Miss Becca is the main one I wanted to make a mod. I make people mods as I get to know them. So if I didn't make you a mod, like M&T, I I don't remember if I've even seen you in here before and stuff. So excuse me for not making you a mod right away. I usually do mods as we go. So I've known Miss Becca for years. I just keep forgetting to make her mod when she comes in. I think we.
Put your shoes up.
She's been coming in my channel for 2 years now, year and a half, anyways.
Put your shoes up. Come in here and turn the oven off. And get your food out.
Not as much as some, but
Half the egg is yours.
grateful to have her and everybody else in here. Y'all are awesome. How's the movie coming, Becca? Or the move? I said movie. How's the move coming, Becca? Yeah, she's only been moving for 2 years, as far as I know. Sometimes it takes a while, especially if you're moving state to state. What are you doing, Gregory? Yeah, eyeballing my jigs over here. What, you want one? Actually, I don't know. I had another color. Yeah, here it is. I was like, I just seen that. So this is like an olive with red in it. So just another contrasting color for the center body. Now this color works really well if you do like a red head, and then this body, and then an olive tail. But even the white tail, the olive body, and red head, or yellow tail, this olive with the red, and a black head, or some other dark head. Some of these colors just go really well with other colors, and some are like, yeah, that looks like crap. But what's funny is, like I said, the fish, they don't bite on the prettiest things all the time. So they'll hit that. They will hit that. I wished it would focus in the camera. So, but anyways, guys, I think this is where we're going to call it. I got to go to the bathroom. My back's starting to hurt sitting here. And I got some things I need to do. I need to get ready to go to Wichita. I got a cardiologist appointment today, so remember, pray for me. Coastal, I think I said hi to you earlier, girl.
Brothers, it's pumpkin bread.
Give Panda a hug from us. So, Denise, I got something. I'm glad you're in here, and I keep forgetting to show you what or tell you. But I got something coming your way, Denise. They're right here in my hand. If I could get the other feather off of it, I tied these last week the week before last, because we didn't have a show last week. But look at these things. They look blue, but these are as purple can be purple. I know my camera does not do it justice. I posted a picture of this on my Facebook. So I've got 3 of them right here in my hand that are from Miss Denise. So these 3 jigs right here, girl, I'm going to put them in a package and send them out to you. So I know that you like the.
Put it down.
Yeah, I know that you like the purple. So when I got that color, I was like, oh, I know who would like these. And when I did tie these on the show, I said so. Matthew, put her down now. I'm going to tell Tim you're carrying his dog around. Matthew is being unfiltered right now. Let's put it that way. So anyways, you guys have a blessed day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will get my health and strength back soon. We will be doing some plenty of boat lives once we get the boat going. I am going to start going live on the boat more, just so y'all know.
You have to put it in a toaster?
Yeah, M&T, if you guys don't know, on my channel, it is all about sharing. So share out your channels, share out M&T, since he's not a mod, or she. I don't know. I haven't looked at your channel, but I will. And share. It's all about sharing. So you guys share out your links. You share out everybody else's links. If you guys have questions on jigs, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. But on there, I'm just David Lemon, Lemen, and then. Y'all can email me at Double Hook Angling Gmail, or you just want to send some love, just come visit. Double Hook Angling is also a Facebook group, so if you're interested, join that, and y'all can get a hold of me in many ways. Yeah, there you go. why we're in here actually, since we're still up. We gotta.
Go eat. Jacob, if you got that turned on, go eat.
Gregory, go eat. And so Mom will quit telling you go eat.
No, you have the griddle on.
I am going to go to channel. Oh well, see, I'm already subscribing to you, M&T, because you're like cooking fish and. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I just subbed to you, so I appreciate you. We like I said, this is all about sharing. So just we're sharing everybody out and doing all that. We're going to be getting the boat out soon. Like I said, StreamYard is does specials once in a while, so I'm going to try to catch a special to where I can pay for StreamYard and get more viewing and get more people up on panel and stuff like that. And we'll start just going out and doing some fishing stuff, and then I will have them come up on panel if you're fishing or if you want to help with chat, that kind of thing. But other than that, we won't. Well, I just don't want people up there just sitting there, just not doing no fishing. I want to do it all about fishing when we're out fishing. So right now, misplaced Denise, her channel is all about garden updates. Well, I'll be doing a few garden videos here before too long myself on my channel. So because we're, like I said, I plant down the side of my house. I plant on the south side. I probably could have planted a week ago, and then just this frost that we might have this next week cover them up. But I'm going to get my plants today, and I'm probably just going to get them in. So I'll definitely get them in this weekend after the cold. And the dogs are going nuts now. So, but anyways, guys, more to come. There's David Smith. That was a nice one last night, Tom. Hope you get another one. Well, I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to go watch Tom and see what the fish he caught, I guess. So, anyways, guys, y'all be blessed. I got things I got to do so I can get to Wichita, and we'll see you later. Pray for me at the cardiologist appointment. He says, go do whatever you want to go do. You're good. And then, I'll feel better. So, anyways, my cousin is 6 inches high. Anyways, we will see you all later. Be blessed and go tie something.